Something is brewing in Glasgow, and it has the potential to shake the very foundations of Ibrox. Steven Gerrard, the man who led Rangers back to glory in that unforgettable title-winning season of Dois Mil e Vinte, could be on the verge of a sensational return. But this isn't just about nostalgia or unfinished business. Gerrard's comeback, if it happens, is being planned with precision, ambition, and a clear understanding that this time, things need to move quickly. He's not just eyeing a return to the dugout. He's building a team around him. A serious team. A backroom squad that screams quality, experience, and intent. Reports coming out of London suggest that Gerrard is already in advanced talks with the club's hierarchy, and this move could materialize in time for the clash against Dundee United on the 18th of October. That could very well be the first step in rewriting the story of a club that, right now, finds itself once again in turbulent waters. Rangers are struggling, not just on the pitch, but in terms of identity, direction, and cohesion. The sacking of Russell Martin after a string of poor results, with just one league win so far this season, made it clear that patience has run out. And in a place like Ibrox, patience is never in great supply to begin with. What's becoming clearer by the day is that Gerrard's potential return isn't just about reuniting with a fan base that still holds him in high regard. It's about building a winning machine from the ground up, again. And to do that, he knows he'll need the right minds by his side. One of the standout names being linked with his coaching setup is Steve Holland, Gareth Southgate's long-serving assistant with England and a man who's worked at the highest level for years. If Gerrard manages to bring someone like Holland on board, it sends a message, a very loud one, that Rangers mean business, and they're not here to play catch-up. Holland's resume speaks volumes. A long stint at Chelsea where he worked under Jose Mourinho, Rafa Benitez, and Antonio Conte, and was part of teams that lifted Premier League and Champions League trophies. He's been a crucial part of England's rise in recent years, guiding the Three Lions to the Euro final and a World Cup quarterfinal. His understanding of the game, his calm authority, and his ability to connect with players at the elite level would be an enormous asset. And if this deal goes through, it would arguably be one of the most impressive coaching appointments Scottish football has seen in recent memory. But that's not all. Gerrard could also be looking at familiar faces, people who know what Rangers is about, people who get the intensity, the expectation, the weight of the badge. One of those names is Jermaine Defoe. The former England striker and Rangers forward has previously spoken about his admiration for Gerrard, calling him a natural leader, someone players are willing to fight for. A reunion between the two could bring both technical insight and emotional connection to a dressing room that badly needs direction. There's also talk of Stephen Davis getting a more permanent role. The Northern Ireland assistant has been involved with Rangers in various capacities and knows the club inside out. Another potential returnee is Gary McAllister, Gerrard's trusted former assistant, who formed a solid and successful partnership with him during that iconic title-winning campaign. One name that looks to be off the table, however, is Michael Beale. Once considered Gerrard's tactical brain, Beale had his own shot at leading the team, but his stint ended in disappointment. Given the way things unfolded, a reunion seems highly unlikely. Now let's talk about why all this is even happening. The truth is simple. Rangers are in trouble. On the pitch, the performances have been flat, the results poor, and the connection between players and fans has started to erode. Off the pitch, questions are being asked about the club's recruitment strategy, its leadership, and its vision for the future. The failed Russell Martin experiment only added fuel to the fire. And while Martin had his defenders, there's a growing consensus, echoed by voices like Connor Cody, that not enough people around the club truly understood what Rangers demands. Cody, who was once linked with a move to Rangers, didn't mince words when he spoke about the club's situation. From his perspective, the problem wasn't just tactics or formations. It was a fundamental misunderstanding of what it means to be part of Rangers Football Club. According to him, you can't talk about long-term projects or transitional phases at Ibrox. That luxury doesn't exist. At Rangers, the expectation is immediate. You win, or you're out. You deliver, or you get replaced. That's the reality. And maybe, just maybe, Gerrard is one of the few who actually gets that. His first spell proved it. He walked into a club that had lost its identity and gave it back pride, stability, silverware. He beat Celtic when it mattered. He created belief where there was doubt. And while his time at Aston Villa didn't go as planned, there's no denying his managerial credentials within the context of Scottish football. More importantly, there's no denying the respect he commands from players, fans, and rivals alike. Bringing him back now, with the right team around him, could be the catalyst Rangers so desperately need. But of course, this isn't just about Gerrard. It's also about the squad he would inherit. One that looks drained of confidence, short on leadership, and in desperate need of a tactical reset. The players brought in over the summer haven't hit the ground running. The chemistry isn't there. The fight isn't there. And the pressure is mounting. Domestically, the gap to Celtic is widening. In Europe, the margin for error is practically non-existent. Whoever takes charge next will need to get results quickly and convincingly. One of the key areas that needs immediate attention is the attacking third. Enter Youssef Chermatai. The Portuguese striker was Rangers' biggest signing in the summer, coming in with high expectations and a hefty price tag. But so far, he's yet to score in 6 appearances. The last time he found the net in a league game was all the way back in May of 2023 for Sporting Lisbon. For a player expected to lead the line, those are worrying numbers. But there might be a glimmer of hope. Chermatai has just been recalled to Portugal's under-20 EM squad, ending an 18-month absence from the national setup. The call-up comes at a crucial time, and it could be exactly what he needs to regain confidence. The Portuguese manager Luís Freire spoke highly of him, pointing out his physical attributes, his ability to hold the ball and link play, and his experience across top clubs like Sporting and Everton. According to Freire, it made perfect sense to bring him back and give him another look. That vote of confidence from his national team might be the spark Chermatai needs to finally settle in at Ibrox. Because right now, Rangers can't afford passengers. Every player needs to be firing. Every coach needs to be on point. And every decision, from the boardroom to the training pitch, needs to be sharp, calculated, and driven by one goal: winning. That's what this club is built on. That's what the fans demand. And that's what Gerrard, if he does return, will be tasked with delivering once again. The truth is, this next managerial appointment is make or break. The wrong move, and Rangers could fall further behind. The right move, and they could ignite a resurgence that brings back the fire to Ibrox. Gerrard knows what's at stake. He knows the pressure. And most importantly, he knows what it takes to handle it. This isn't just about going back. It's about going forward, with urgency, with clarity, and with a plan that works. While the prospect of Steven Gerrard returning to Ibrox grabs all the headlines, what lies beneath the surface is the deeper need for transformation, on the pitch, behind the scenes, and within the mindset of everyone involved at Rangers Football Club. Because if there's one thing that's become painfully clear over the past few months, it's that Rangers cannot afford to continue down this path of inconsistency and short-term thinking. The supporters know it. The players feel it. And if Gerrard is indeed the man chosen to lead this rebuild, he'll be stepping into an environment where expectations are sky-high and patience is paper-thin. The recent failures have laid bare the cracks that have been forming for some time. Recruitment has been hit or miss. The team lacks leaders who can take control when things aren't going their way. There's no clear style of play, no rhythm, and in some cases, no visible urgency. The dressing room appears fractured, full of individuals, but lacking unity. And perhaps that's why a return to familiarity, through someone like Gerrard, is being seen not just as a hopeful solution, but as a necessary reset. He knows what it means to manage Rangers. He knows what the badge represents. And most importantly, he knows how to demand accountability from those around him. It's not just about putting together a technical staff with impressive CVs. It's about building a culture, a winning mentality, something that has been missing since Gerrard's departure in late 2021. The players brought in since then have struggled to connect with the supporters, and many of them haven't shown the kind of fire expected at Ibrox. Gerrard's coaching team, if assembled the way it's being speculated, would blend experience with passion, tactical insight with man management, and above all, a deep understanding of what Rangers Football Club truly represents. Someone like Steve Holland would not be walking into Scottish football blind. He's coached at the highest level, managed elite egos, and been in the trenches during major tournaments. His addition would give Gerrard a right-hand man who can not only refine tactical details, but also offer measured leadership during high-pressure moments. And when you pair that kind of presence with voices like Jermaine Defoe and Gary McAllister, individuals who command respect and have lived the Ibrox experience, you're talking about a team capable of building a serious footballing project, not just a temporary fix. And that's exactly what Rangers need right now. A project, not a stopgap, not another 6-month experiment, not another panic hire. They need someone who understands that winning at Rangers isn't just about the 3 points. It's about pride, identity, and making every supporter feel like their team is worth believing in. Gerrard's first stint was far from perfect, but it reignited something that had been lost. He gave Rangers back their swagger, their edge, and in doing so, he raised the bar. Now, if he returns, he'll need to do it all over again. Only this time, even faster, because the stakes are even higher. One of the biggest challenges he'll face is rebuilding confidence in a squad that looks completely lost. You look at someone like Youssef Chermatai, there's no denying the potential, but potential alone won't save Rangers from another underwhelming season. He was brought in with fanfare and a hefty price tag, but so far, he's failed to deliver. No goals in 6 matches, and the longer that drought goes on, the harder it becomes to justify his presence in the starting 11. But perhaps, just perhaps, this international call-up for Portugal's under-20 EUNS could be the turning point. A change of environment, a boost of confidence, a fresh reminder that he's still being watched, still being backed. It's clear that Chermatai has the physical tools. He's strong, tall, can hold up play, and has the kind of frame defenders hate dealing with. But in Scotland, especially at Rangers, you need more than physicality. You need fight. You need a ruthless edge. A hunger that shows up not just in the box, but in the way you press, the way you run, the way you carry yourself when the crowd starts getting restless. If Gerrard does return, getting the best out of Chermatai could be a key piece of the puzzle. Because if Rangers are going to compete across all fronts, they'll need goals, and lots of them. But it's not just about one player. The entire squad needs reshaping. There are question marks all over the pitch, at center back, in midfield, out wide. Players have come in and not delivered. Others have regressed. Some look like they're carrying the weight of the badge without understanding what it stands for. The connection between the stands and the players has grown distant, and that's dangerous territory for a club like Rangers. Because once that bond is broken, it becomes incredibly difficult to repair. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Glasgow's blue half is buzzing tonight with a rumor that's shaking Scottish football to its core. Lawrence Shankland, the Hearts' talisman and one of the Premiership's deadliest finishers, is said to have put pen to paper with Rangers in a deal that could redefine the balance of power in the league. A move months in the making, whispers from Ibrox corridors suggest that the paperwork is all but done, and Shankland himself has wasted no time setting the bar sky-high. He wants to outscore Celtic's KYOGO Furuhashi. It's a statement that set tongues wagging from Govan to Gorgie. Shankland, who has been in blistering form for Hearts, reportedly told close friends he's ready for the biggest challenge of his career. And that challenge, it seems, is painted in blue. Sources close to the player claim the striker is hungry to prove he's the best in Scotland, determined not only to match KYOGO's numbers, but to surpass them. Rangers fans, starved of consistent firepower in recent seasons, are already dreaming of a homegrown hero to lead the line with swagger and steel. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. With the old firm rivalry burning hotter than ever, Rangers' move for Shankland looks like a statement of intent, a shot across Celtic's bow. Those in the know say the deal includes performance-based bonuses tied to goals and silverware, showing just how much faith the club has in their new number 9. At Tynecastle, there's a sense of disbelief. Hearts supporters, who have sung Shankland's name week after week, are left stunned, some even betrayed. But in football, loyalty bends easily under the weight of ambition. And for Shankland, the lure of Ibrox, European nights, and a title chase might have been too powerful to resist. If the rumors prove true, one thing's certain: Scottish football is in for fireworks. The Shankland versus KYOGO rivalry could define the season, a clash not just of teams, but of strikers, 2 men chasing glory, goals, and the right to call themselves Scotland's best. For now, Ibrox hums with anticipation. The blue half of Glasgow believes it's found its answer. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.